Hello, my dear children. Namaste to all of you, and welcome back to the Sprintex ICSE series for 2021 board exams. This is Ambika, your biology master teacher, right here at Vedantu. Well, children, hope all your preparations have been going absolutely great. And I completely understand, as I always keep repeating in almost all of my ICSE sessions, that I know uncertainty still prevails with regard to your dates, but that's all right. That will just happen when it's time to happen. But what's our responsibility right now? Go ahead, be entirely prepared, even if our education minister announced, or the ICSE board announced, that tomorrow your ICSE exams are going to start. Well, that's not going to happen. They would definitely give you at least a time of 2 weeks, is what my understanding is. Our authorities in our country are not really that cruel, are they? Well, they are definitely not, at least as far as children facing board exams are concerned. Definitely you will get some time to prepare, for sure, right? But anyway, what I'm saying is, be prepared for the worst. The best way to do that is by staying subscribed to this channel. So in case you haven't subscribed yet, children, please click on the subscribe button right now, because on this particular channel, Vedantu 9th and 10th English, we've been doing everything possible to make your ICSE class 10 studies a lot smoother and easier than ever before. Okay, so your science subjects, math subjects, English, social studies, everything A to Z you can find on this channel. All right, so that's about it. And Sprintex is our latest addition, and today we are going to discuss questions from the chapter Circulatory System, Human Physiology once again. All right, shall we get started? Yes. So we've broadly divided this chapter into 4 topics: features of the circulatory system, structure and functioning of the heart, structure and working of the heart, structure and functions of the blood, and blood vessels and circulation of blood. Okay, so yes, this is it. And of course, everything comes under these 4 topics. Lymphatic system and everything would come under this. All right. Now, children, by the way, let me remind you before I forget, 50% off is on right now on the Vedantu Pro subscription. So please check out the link in the description box right below, and in the pinned comment below in the comment section as well. You'll know more about this deeper as I go deeper into the session. All right. So here is the homework I had given you in the last class. Why do we believe that chloroplast and mitochondria are semi-autonomous organelles? What does that mean? I mean, semi-autonomous. Chloroplast and mitochondria, what's so special about them? Well, children, if you actually remember, I'm sure you would have all heard at some point or the other that nucleus is the control center of a cell. What's the main reason for that? Because it contains the genetic information, right? But then chloroplast and mitochondria are a little different from other organelles in the sense that they have their own DNA. But that's not completely self-sufficient. Okay, but remember, they do have their own DNA and ribosomes, and hence they have the ability to synthesize some of their proteins. And for the other proteins, they have to depend on the nucleus. Because what is DNA basically? It contains the information to synthesize proteins, to get transcribed and translated into proteins, so that the enzymes and hormones in your body can be formed, right? So as I told you, it's only some of their proteins that they can make using this DNA, which is why we call them semi-autonomous and not entirely autonomous organelles. So apart from nucleus, it would be the chloroplast and the mitochondria, which contain their own DNA. All right, always remember that. Now, children, this is the schedule for your biology Sprintex. So we are done with all of these: 8th, 9th, 13th, 14th, 16th, and 19th as well. Today we are right here, circulatory system, right? And we'll be doing these 4 topics in the upcoming 4 sessions, which means anyway by the 27th of Feb, your Sprintex biology ICSE is going to be entirely done. Now comes Anubha ma'am's schedule for you. Ma'am's sessions are also happening right now, and I guess ma'am will also have about 5 sessions remaining. Ma'am's schedule is also, your chemistry schedule is also going to be ending on the 27th of Feb. And then Anup sir's physics schedule also would have, I think, yes, but 4 sessions remaining. Right, guys. So on the 26th, you will be done with physics as well. Math schedule by Gopal sir. Sir will be also done by the 26th of Feb. So stay tuned. And then for English and social studies, English, Shweta ma'am sessions will be happening till the 27th of Feb. So keep an eye on the schedule. And Ankana ma'am's social studies schedule is on. And this will also go on till the 27th of Feb. All right, children. So that means within a few days, within another week, we are going to be done entirely with Sprintex ICSE. Isn't that amazing? Yes, it is, definitely. What do you do to stay tuned, to ensure you don't miss out on any of these sessions? Click on the subscribe button right now. Nothing else to do. Click on the subscribe button, the bell icon, and forget about it. We'll be there to remind you if that is done. Okay? So that's it. And share it with all your friends also, children, because we want maximum number of children. Every child, if possible, is our dream to benefit from all the amazing work that we do out here at Vedantu. All right, guys. So here is my positive quote for you for the day. Be stronger than your excuses. Many times it happens. It turns out that you wake up in the morning and you're like, it's only 5 a.m. Chalo, let me sleep for another hour. Because it's a holiday after all, I don't have to go to school. It's okay. It's not an exam day. It's not the eve of the exam. So my exams are still several weeks away, several months away. But if you don't follow something that you decided on right now, chances are very, very little to nil that you will never follow it. Okay? As in, you are never going to follow it again. That's what I meant. So be stronger than your excuses. Just take probably like a couple of extra minutes to convince yourself that your decision is the right thing for you. Okay? And there we go. Starting with question 1. Give a reason why the walls of ventricles are thicker than atria. Walls of ventricles being thicker than the auricular walls or the atrial walls. Any idea? Any idea why? Yes, and did you even know this? That atrial walls are thinner and ventricular walls are thicker. What is the difference between their functions? Think about that first and foremost. Yes, atria, when they contract, they pump blood from them into the ventricles. But when the ventricles contract, where do they pump it? Out of the heart? Yes, out of the heart to all the different organs of your body, which is why they have to be able to withstand high pressure. Thus, the atria, the right atrium and the left atrium, and here you have the right ventricle and the left ventricle, these are meant to be much thicker walled as compared to your atria. Yes, because they have to pump blood out of your heart to the different organs of your body, which means so much force has to be, they should be able to withstand so much of force. All right, so that was question number 1 for you. 1 mark is entirely yours already. Wow. Okay, question 2. What is ECG? Definitely you all know this. I'm not asking you to expand it, because expand ECG, everyone here would say this. After all, you guys are the smarties of this generation, right? Electrocardiogram, of course. Okay, so ECG or electrocardiogram is basically a test, a medical test used to measure the electrical activity of the heartbeat. And any variations from the normal electrical activity of your heart can be detected by experts, by medical experts, and any underlying issue can be pinpointed at. Okay, so this is about ECG or electrocardiogram. Okay, moving ahead now. White blood cells engulf bacteria in a process called dash. Now, this question, children, this I have seen in many past years questions, even as a section B question. Okay, not as a multiple choice one, but as a diagram based question as well. The diagram of this particular process would be given to you, and you would be asked to identify the process which is shown in the diagram. Okay, so white blood cells, they engulf bacteria in a process called dash. Diapetesis, phagocytosis, active transport, passive transport. Okay, so what is the answer? Engulfing bacteria. Your time ends in 3, 2, 1, and go. The answer is phagocytosis. Even if you knew nothing about our white blood cells engulfing bacteria, at least think about the mode of nutrition in amoeba. right? So phagocytosis is a term we use even there to phagocytosis the food material and just captures it, right? That's what it does. So active and passive transport are not relevant here. Active transport is the kind of transport which involves energy. Passive transport is something that occurs along the concentration gradient and as a result doesn't require energy. What about diapedesis? Children, these two terms, I'll just mark it here for you, are very, very important to know. Diagram based questions can also come from this. Now, children, I want you to give me the answer to this as homework as well. I'll give you another homework question at the end, but one of your homework questions is going to be write this. Now, right now in the chat box as well, while the session is premiering, I'm sure many of you are giving me the answer. I'll be having a look at that and whatever you put in the comment section below as well. Okay. What is diapedesis is the question. Okay. So this is question number 3 for you. And we move on to question 4. Dash pumps blood out of the heart. I think I've already told you the answer to this. Is it the atrium, ventricles, capillaries, or veins? What do you think? Pumping blood out of the heart. Yes. And your time ends in 3, 2, 1, and go. The answer is ventricles, of course. If at all there was an option called arteries, that could have been the answer as well, right? Because arteries help in transporting blood out of the heart, but veins and capillaries don't do that, right? Veins bring it towards the heart. The question is pumping blood out of the heart. So out of these, it has to be the chambers, which are ventricles, right? Okay. So again, 1 mark entirely yours. Already you've scored 4 full marks. Okay, that was very, very simple. Now, what are the symptoms of hypertension? Okay, symptoms of hypertension. Very, very tensed, very, very nervous. Hypertension is a serious medical condition that we use the term for. Common symptoms are dizziness, heart attack, visual changes. The person may not be able to see properly. It might be appearing a little blurry sometimes, whatever he or she is trying to look at. Shortness of breath. Yes, of course. Yes, and narrowing of blood vessels. And as a result, the heart tends to beat very, very fast. Formation of plaques in the blood vessels. This also can be an issue, which are a few symptoms of hypertension. And why could it arise? Because of abnormally high, yes, blood pressure. Very good. Blood pressure, right? Okay, so you must know the normal range of blood pressure in human beings, and also you must be able to identify when it is abnormally high. Okay, so that was question 5 for you. And here is question 6. Define blood and lymph. Okay, very, very straightforward, yet something that many children cannot answer because they are unable to pinpoint within one single line or probably 2 lines what exactly blood is and what exactly lymph is. Well, so I have the answer for you here. No worries at all. These two are 2 essential fluids of the human body. We can say they are 2 very, very important fluids of the human body, right? And without them, we literally cannot exist. Blood is a fluid connective tissue that consists of plasma, blood cells, and platelets, or rather plasma and blood cells, because blood cells would include RBCs, WBCs, and platelets, right? So you can mention all of these over here. Blood is a fluid connective tissue. And then what about lymph? Lymph is a colorless fluid that circulates inside lymphatic vessels. What do you think it's comprised of? It consists of lymph nodes and lymph vessels. The lymphatic system is what is comprised of lymph nodes and lymph vessels. But lymph, you can say, is a colorless fluid that includes a lot of, or that contains a lot of white blood cells. You can say that it contains white blood cells and as a result helps in immunity. Right, children? Now, how is lymph formed? Possibly a question like that can come. Remember, I've told you the story about how lymph is formed, right? Squeezing out, oozing out of some bits of the fluidy components of the blood through the pores on the capillary walls, and they just move out, and we now call it tissue fluid. Tissue fluid accumulates and enters inside lymph vessels to form lymph, right? And they pass through lymph nodes to get filtered so that the pathogens, if at all there's any that's lying in them, can get filtered out. Checkposts, right? So children, if there's any confusion about this, please check out our detailed videos on the Umang series. All right, you'll find everything over there. Okay, now children, it's time to take a very quick break because it's very, very important for you to understand that Vedantu helps you not just on the YouTube platform. YouTube platform is here to ensure that all of you are able to access your lessons anytime, and that too free of cost, right? But apart from this, to give you a structured plan for your preparations, proper structure with doubts, assignments, tests, everything, we've got an amazing tech built platform, which is what this is about, right? So children, you can be a part of unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes through this, and you can compete with students across India and across the world. It's really amazing to see an online classroom which really gives you the feel of a regular offline classroom. You must be a part of it once to feel it for yourself, right? So as a teacher, if I'm saying it, because like many other teachers at Vedantu, even I came from an offline teaching background, and from there to here to such a smooth transition, and that's because of how amazing the technology is, right? So children, one amazing feature that we have here is we do have live sessions at Vedantu happening every single day on the Vedantu platform. Now, we do understand completely the fact that you guys may be entirely busy with your school homework. Maybe you have other private tuitions to attend, or you may have online classes at school from your school teachers themselves. Whatever your reason may be, or your personal commitments, whatever it may be, there are chances that you might not be able to attend every session while it's happening live, because we have like about 200 live sessions happening in a month. So attending all of them live may not be practically possible. And that's exactly why we've got this amazing replay option. You just need to click on the replay button and watch all that you missed. It's not going to be just like any other recorded video, because you can still take part in the quizzes just like a live session. And that means you also have chances of coming on the leaderboard, right? That is how amazing it is. And apart from this, after every single session, you can also download handwritten notes of your master teachers. Doubt solving, tests, assignments, everything would come along with it to make you completely prepared by the time your final exam comes. And that's not it, because apart from this, we also provide you with 5,000 plus micro courses and crash courses for competitive exams. Isn't that amazing? Now, when I say it's free, it comes as an added bonus feature, a free feature with those of you who are subscribed. So now comes the question, how do you subscribe? I'll tell you every detail about it. So children, you will find a link in the description box below and in the pinned comment. The coupon code is AMBPRO. All right, AMBPRO. So remember this. I'll tell you about it right now. The best thing is that a 50% off up to rupees 1,500 is running on our courses. So make the best use of it before it gets late. The normal 1 month pro price for ICSE 10 is 2,699 for all your core subjects together. 2,699 for 1 month, not per subject, everything together as a package. Okay. Now, after 50% off, it reduces to, of course, 1,349.5. So how do you get a 50% off? By applying the coupon code AMBPRO. Simple. So the per session price or the per class price comes down to rupees 6.7. Isn't that amazing? Per class price. How do you calculate that? The total price divided by the total number of live sessions that you could attend. And that gives you rupees 6.7 per session. It's that reasonably priced. So it's basically pocket friendly and it is giving you good quality content. Yes, so as you can see, it's even more cheaply priced than your favorite lace packet. Not even party pack, I think the regular pack as well, right? Okay, so Children, I'll just make it very, very clear to you because I know that many of you might be wondering where you can find the link and where you can possibly put the coupon code and all of that. So let's just leave the session without any confusions at all, right? So we still have more questions coming up. Before that, I would like to clarify all the concerns you have regarding this. So please hold on. I'll just show you where exactly you could find this. Okay, so what you do is, do you see that? Do you see this, children? Yes. So subscribe in the description box below, right below this video, you would find this option. Just open the description box or the pinned comment as well, whatever suits you. Subscribe to Vedantu Pro now and you would see a link which is there. Okay, so let's just click on it. Okay, once you click on it, it takes you to a window like this. Welcome to Vedantu Pro subscription. Get unlimited access to all courses. Yes. So let us find the best pro plan. Since it's an ICSE Sprint X series, I'll select 10th grade. Select target. Of course, I would select ICSE 2021. But as you can see, there is CBSE, Maharashtra Board 2021 and 22, all there for you. Choose appropriately, whatever you want. So ICSE 2021, you can see everything you need to know about this. Video-based explanation and the full curriculum, everything. What are the features that come with it? Who are your teachers going to be? You can find all of that over here. Right, children? So now comes the pricing part of it. The coupon code. That's the second question that many of you had, right? Where do we put in the coupon code? So check out this section. Okay, this section, and you just need to click on proceed to pay. You would see that 2,699 is mentioned over there for a 1 month pro subscription, which is the rate right now without any discounts. Instead of 4,000, it's 2,699 per month. Okay, now even on this, since we have a 50% off just for you, for our special students out there, we are giving you the coupon code AMBPRO. Just type it and click on apply. That's it. Reduces by 50%, 1,349.5. And after this, go on to choose a payment method and you're done. Okay. So now comes the question, what would our platform look like? Right. So this is what it would look like, children. As I told you, you can, in case there are any sessions that you have missed in the past, you just need to click on this past and you will get a list of all this. Of course, this because it's my dashboard, my session list that you are looking at, you would find CBSE and ICSE everything. But since you would be registered as an ICSE student, you will find whatever is relevant to you. You can click on the replay button if you want to watch it again. Even if you have attended it, you have the option of watching it again. Isn't that amazing? Yes, I really wish, I had such cool features when I was in school, because when I was in school, I was a lot involved in a lot of extracurricular activities and I would miss a lot of classes. And by the time exam season would come, I'd be like, oh my goodness, I'm not able to follow any of this. Replay button would have really helped me back then. Okay, anyway, you guys are lucky now. Replay, getting notes. In case you want to download the notes from that particular session, go ahead, click on that. Yes, children? That's about it. This is how simple it is. Give it a shot yourself and then come back and thank me. I don't want you to decide on the eve of your exam. I want you to make a decision right now. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting your money. Right? Okay. So, children, let us continue. Here we go. Okay. Here comes question 7 for you. What are the 2 types of circulatory system found in the animal kingdom? Well, I know the term animal kingdom may seem a little too much for you. What is it? Well, it's just kingdom Animalia, under which vertebrates and invertebrates, all of us come under, right? What are the 2 types of circulatory system? Any idea? Those which have a heart and blood vessels, and those which have a heart but no blood vessels. What is it? Open and closed circulatory system. Open type of circulatory system is a type which is most commonly found in invertebrates. A lot of invertebrates, not all of them, but many invertebrates like insects, and certain other invertebrates, you would find it wherein blood flows through body cavity, across the body cavity. It just gets pumped by a structure similar to the heart, and it just moves out. It just flows everywhere through the body cavity. That is open circulatory system. In our case, and in the case of certain invertebrates like the earthworm, right, we all have a closed circulatory system wherein blood is confined to within the blood vessels. The heart pumps it, and the blood would flow only within the blood vessels to the different parts of the body. You wouldn't be able to find blood randomly floating around and flowing around like a river in body cavities, because we've got arteries, veins, and capillaries, right? That's what we call a closed circulatory system. Okay, now moving on to question 8. What are the functions of tonsils and spleen? Okay, where have we learnt this? Any idea? Tonsils and spleen. Exactly, lymphatic system. So tonsils are, we can say they are an example of lymph glands located on the sides of the neck. And they tend to localize infection. They can filter out a lot of infection that the lymph may be carrying with it, and it can prevent it from spreading around the body as a whole. This is why people who are prone to this have an inflammation of tonsils called tonsillitis. Okay, so tonsils are an example for this, a very, very crucial part of your lymphatic system. So is the spleen. Very crucial part of your lymphatic system. It's a huge lymphatic organ, and it acts as a blood reservoir. Did you know that? I've told you this. Just in case you've forgotten all that, please have a look at our Umang series. Okay, so spleen acts as a blood reservoir in case of emergencies like hemorrhage, stress, poisoning, anything at all. Okay, it also produces certain blood cells like lymphocytes, and even acts as a graveyard of RBCs, being able to destroy worn out RBCs. Okay, so this is about the spleen. All right, now comes another very important question. List out the functions of lymphatic system and the pulmonary vein. Okay, another 2-mark question like the previous one. What does your lymphatic system do? It's got a lot of functions actually. Lymphatic system can protect your body from various illness causing invaders. How exactly? I've told you this, right? It contains a lot of white blood cells which can filter up, which can engulf a lot of pathogens, and hence the lymph, when it passes through the lymph nodes, can get filtered, and as a result it can protect the body from illness causing invaders, pathogens. Basically, it maintains the body's fluid levels. Remember how I told you, when lymph is formed, when all this tissue fluid gets accumulated in the body, in case there was no lymphatic system, you would have literally bloated up. All of us would have literally bloated up, right? To solve this problem, lymphatic system is there to maintain normal body fluid levels. The next one is it absorbs digestive tract fats. Yes, and finally, it removes a lot of cellular waste. These are some of the major functions of your lymphatic system. It goes hand in hand with your blood vascular system. Now comes the pulmonary vein. What does the pulmonary vein do? Carries, yes, what blood does it carry? Oxygenated blood or deoxygenated blood? Yes, it carries oxygenated blood. In fact, it's the only vein which carries oxygenated blood in your body. The other veins can carry around deoxygenated blood because the pulmonary vein is a connection between your heart and the lungs. So basically, if this is your lung, okay, a cute little lung, and this is your heart. Yes, your heart. And the pulmonary vein brings in oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Okay, and your pulmonary artery, let me just draw that as well for you so that you don't have any element of doubt. From the heart to your lungs, pulmonary artery would carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, right, children. So that was also a 2-marks question for you, writing down the functions. And we have the last question for the day. Why is it necessary to know the blood groups before giving transfusion? Why do we even mention the blood group on several of our documents, on our maybe on our birth certificate, on our driving license, your school certificates, maybe different ID proofs. Why is it that we are mentioning it in all these places, especially driving license? It has to be there. Why so? Because in case of any emergency, in the worst case situation, if at all we happen to be in danger, some kind of accident or something at all, and in case there is any requirement for blood transfusion, the doctors need to know what our blood group is. So there may not be much time. They have to have ready made information about what your blood group is. We ourselves have to know. Even if we are conscious enough, we should at least be able to tell them, right, what is our blood group. Well, so why does it matter? I mean, why do I have to know the blood group? Because the blood donated by the donor and our blood have to be compatible. If we are the recipient, if I am the recipient, say for example, in case I am receiving blood from somebody whose group doesn't match with mine, right? Whose group doesn't match with mine, my body, my blood can produce antibodies against the antigens on the donor's RBCs. And as a result, it can lead to very, very dangerous situations. It can lead to death of the recipient, right? So this is how you list out, you explain the answer to such a question. If at all, something specific, like for example, a case-based question may also come. Can a person with A positive blood group donate blood to a person with AB positive blood? And justify the statement. Normally, ICSE doesn't ask questions like that, but just in case it does come, you should be in a position to answer. And there is a lot of logic behind this, which I have explained in the Umang series. Again, my answer is go back, watch it, understand for yourself. All right. So that was the Sprint Tech session for circulatory system. And my homework for you is right here. Why is double circulation of blood necessary in human beings? Because fishes, they also are chordates, but they have single circulation. Why is it that human beings are so special that we need double circulation? Yes, tell me your version of the answer for this question. And children, we are done with these topics: features of the circulatory system, structure and working of the heart, structure and functions of the blood, blood vessels, and circulation of blood. Yes, children, that's about it from my side. The previous session was photosynthesis part 2. Today we are done with this. The upcoming session, I will meet you on the 22nd, which is the day after tomorrow, with the chapter excretory system. Okay, excretory system. And then I think we'll be left with just 3 more. Wow, amazing, right? And remember, 50% off is running. The link in the description box is right below. Click on it. Coupon code is AMBPRO. All right, AMBPRO. Do not forget it. Children, if you have found this useful, please click on the subscribe button right now. Click on the like button as well and share it with all your friends, because we want as many children as possible around our country and around the world to benefit from all the hard work that we do here. I mean, we'll continue doing our best no matter what. But the best way to show us your love is by spreading word about our channel, Vedantu 9th and 10th English, because that is the way we can be even more motivated to keep doing more and more for you. Right, guys? Okay, so that's about it from my side, children. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll meet you in yet another amazing session. This is Ambika signing off. Bye-bye.